high school basketball in Indiana. What's it like, going into this rivalry game, especially when there are guys who play high school basketball in Indiana on both rosters?
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to play against, a big rival as Purdue. Just playing against some of those guys that played in Indiana, just growing up playing with them, against them. Now we're in college at our respective schools, so, I mean, it's always fun playing against them. We know how, great a rivalry this is, the significance of it. So, it's just always just fun, whether we play up there or here, to play in this game.
Collin, your thoughts?
Not much to add. I mean, growing up here, whether you're here or not, I mean, we told the guys that whether you grew up in Indiana or not, you're part of this team, you're part of this culture, and every game's a big game from here on out, and just another stepping stone.
Collin, do you feel?
How many of those guys,
Sorry.
Yogi, would you say you know well?
How many?
Yeah. Which guys would you say you know kind of well, or knew well when high school age?
Rayfield, Davis, A.J. Hammonds, and I say P.J. Thompson.
What about for you, Collin?
He redshirted, but I know Basil played with him. I know a little Brian Klein a little bit. AJ. I think that's pretty much it.
Okay,
Say, Collin, do you feel like you guys are better prepared this time around to deal with their size than like a year ago?
Yeah. We have Thomas and Max, and that really helps size-wise, and but we still stay with our concepts, and having them does really help because it is an easier matchup.
It's kind of off topic, but with Derek Ellison working with you guys this year, what's his impact been with the team, and do you guys like working with him?
Yeah, I mean, Derek helps us out a lot. Him being player development. He kind of, gives us keys and tips, especially for the young guys, I could say, just for, what the coaches want, since he's up there and, listening and taking notes of exactly what coach wants, and he tells those young guys, and they execute it basically on the court. But, he's been a great mentor to us, telling us to keep our heads up when, if things go bad, if we lose, not having a good practice for us. So he's just kind of been a mentor to us.
Along the lines of mentors, Tom Abernathy is somebody who always is, when he's here, he's giving you guys words of encouragement with you guys in the locker room. What is his, encouragement and mentorship meant to you guys?
I mean, he won at the highest level, and he's a guy that epitomizes IU basketball, and he comes back and gives back to this program and shares his knowledge and passes it down. So we really appreciate that. We appreciate the guys that come back, all of them, because they all have something to give. A little knowledge here, a little knowledge there. And it's good to hear those guys' stories and their struggles, and how they overcame it, and how we can apply it to our lives now, and how our season's going.
Yogi, I know you guys try to block out the big picture a lot, but you've been through a league title race and one that was tight all the way down to the final day. Do you say anything extra to guys as you get kind of to the business end, the end of the regular season here? Do you not want to talk about it? Do you address it? Do you not address it? Just kind of how do you approach, just that larger picture of the Big Ten title race?
I think we approach it on a very broad scale. I mean, we know we want that Big Ten title, but we know that it's going to take one game at a time. So that's been our focus, basically, is taking it one day at a time, one game at a time. We're not looking at the last game. We're looking at, our next opponent, because our next opponent is the most important game to us.
And maybe both you guys talk about this. This is the first time since 2008 when both teams are ranked. Both teams have 20-plus wins. Both teams, it's now a national game. I know it's always been significant, maybe in the state, but now it's a national game. Does that add any juice to this now?
I'd say it doesn't really add any juice. I think Indiana, Purdue, regardless if we're both 0-20, having that game is still just going to be enough juice for itself. Because, battle of the state, obviously. But just that significance of that game is, whether, we're both winning programs or losing programs, it's still going to be very high level.
Okay, anything else?
for the sponsor.